Hey guys, so YouGamer99 here, and just making this quick little part before the actual video starts to say that I just made a new intro. So yeah, it took a little while to make, and well, it actually took quite a while to make. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it's really nice, but it can only be so nice with Windows Movie Maker. So without further ado, roll the intro.
What is up, YouTube? YouGamer99 here, and today I'm giving you guys the deck profile that I promised you, 6 Samurais. So I am joined by my friend Sam here, so say hi.
Hey guys.
So without further ado, let's move to the deck. So, here, let me just put this in order a bit. And, alright, there. So we play one Great Shogun Xian. This is pretty basic. Oh yeah, and I want you guys to tell me, would you, I know that I'm making this deck profile on Dueling Network because I just find it's easier because I don't have all the cards, but if you like having the actual cards in a deck profile, tell me and I'll try to have them next time. So, this is Great Shogun Xian. He's one of the best cards in the deck. You can special summon him from your hand if you have 2 or more 6 Samurai monsters on the field, and makes, it kind of locks down your opponent if you have a Xian on the field too, legendary 6 Samurai Xian as well. So you can pretty much lock down your opponent that way. I play 2 Grandmasters. Grandmaster's really cool too. He's kind of like a mini Xian since you can special summon him from your hand when you have 1 face-up 6 Samurai, though you can only have 1 on the field at a time. So yeah, this guy's amazing. 2100 is really good. I play 2 Elders. Elder is really good because you can asceticism with him. But he's also a Cyber Dragon for 6 Samurais as well, so he's really cool. I play 3 Kagemusha. You need to play 3 Kagemusha in any 6 Samurai deck. This guy's amazing. His price went up to $1.20 because he didn't come in the structure deck, but I was lucky I picked up my 3 before they were hard to find. But yeah, this guy, really good card. The effect isn't used all that often, but it can be useful. It's mainly just because it's a level 2 Synchro, and it's so easy to go into Xian with this deck. So 3 Kageki. Kageki's amazing as well because it's an instant Xian if you have Kagemusha in your hand as well. So it's really cool. Normal summon, you get special summon to Kagemusha. Even if he negates Kageki's effect, if you can get another 6 Samurai on the field, he becomes 17. So he's a pretty good attacker. So then we have Shinai. A lot of people don't play Shinai, but I find Shinai actually pretty good. Combo with Mizuho or hand, he's actually really good because when he's tributed, you can return 1 6 Samurai from your graveyard to your hand, so it's kind of like a recycle feature.
Only 1 of him though?
Only 1, but I also play 2 Mizuho. Mizuho is amazing because she can just...
She's the only girl of the samurais.
Yeah, and you can tribute any 6 Samurai monster and destroy another face-up, or destroy 1 card on the field. So you can tribute it and target the back row. You can tribute another monster and destroy another monster. That's usually what you'll use her for, but it's a really good card. And you can special summon either of them when they're face up on the field. Hand is another really good card because she kind of does the same thing as Mizuho since it is the future Mizuho, but Mizuho, this legendary 6 Samurai Mizuho is better than the hand because hand can only destroy face up monsters. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But I basically put hand in here because I like to use asceticism on it. So then we have 3 Kizan. Kizan's probably the main guy in the deck. He's Grandmaster, except you can have as many of them as you want on the field. It's pretty easy to loop with this guy since you can just gateway and just keep recycling them. It's really cool. So yeah, he turns into Grandmaster in the future, so it's pretty cool. I play 1 Inishi Xian's Chancellor, another card that not many people play. This guy's really cool because you can just banish 2 6 Samurais from your graveyard, special summon them, and then he's more monster removal. Monster removal is very important in this deck because The deck itself is, most of the monsters are not very high attack, so it's very important to have monster
I use
removal.
them often when I play.
Yeah, and then there's the Six Samurai Zanji.
He's new.
He's just in there to asceticism with, and his effect is pretty good too because you can attack into a Spirit Reaper and it'll get destroyed at the end phase. So, Spirit Reaper, Marsh Milan, Jellin Duo, Arcana the Fool, all those cards. This guy gets rid of it. So let's move over to the 3/6 Samurai, to the spells now. So 3/6 Samurai United. This card is the draw power of this deck. It is amazing. It's basically,
Oh yeah.
it's almost never dead in your hand, and it's basically a draw 2 in any circumstance, almost. We play 2 Xian Smoke Signal. I wish you could play 3 of this card, but only 2. It's your searcher, searches out any level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monster from your deck. It's a very good card.
It is.
Monster Reborn, I
Obviously,
don't know what
you
it's
need
doing
Monster
there.
Reborn.
Yeah. And this is
Or
all.
not. I don't know.
This is all mixed up. I don't know. I should have probably sorted this earlier, but yeah, Xian's Dojo, right here. This is another very vital card in the deck. I play 3. A lot of people play 2, but I like 3 because it's a very important card. It can be a dead draw, but it's very easy to get a Kagemusha out this way. And usually you'll use Xian's Dojo and the Smoke Signal to go search out your Kagemusha. So this card gets us counter every time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summoned, and then you can just take off any number or send it to the grave with any number and add or special summon a 6 Samurai of that level. So usually you'll send it to the grave when it has 2. Or you can send it to the grave and have 3 and then just get the 2. One Gateway. Gateway is the most broken card in the whole deck.
Yeah.
It just makes so many plays viable. It's an insane card, and I wish you could play it at 2 or 3, but the deck would just be too good. When you draw into Gateway, it's basically game, unless they have an MST, but it's just such a good card. So we play Dark Hole. A lot of people don't play Dark Hole because it's like 6 Samurais are a swarming deck, but Dark Hole can help so much. Monster Reborn, staple. I main deck 1 MST. If you check, I've got no back row removal in this deck. It's because I've got a lot of cards like Mizuho, or I've got like the 2 Mizuhos that can take care of back row. And I don't find back row to be that much of a problem because when you have Xian on the field, no back row is getting through. Heavy Storm, another back row removal played in almost every deck. Then 3 Asceticism. Asceticism is one of the best cards in the deck. This card special summons another 6 Samurai with the same attack, but with a different name. So you'll go with Mizuho, you can go for Hand or vice versa. Kizan, you can go Zanji or vice versa. And Kagemusha, you can go Elder, vice versa. So they're very good combos with that.
Traps now.
Yeah, I just play 4 traps. Torrential Tribute, I play 1. I find 2 very cloggy and just doesn't work because this is basically a swarming deck, so Torrential is not that useful. Solemn Judgment and the Solemn Brigade, so that's really staple as well. Solemn Warning can be so useful because you can just get rid of anything. So now to the extra deck. So I play 1 Legendary 6 Samurai Xian. I wish I could play 2 or 3, but again, it would be too broken. Xian is amazing. It's an absolutely devastating card. It can negate spells and traps, so anything that can do that is a very good card. Allied Justice Catastor. This deck can make level 5s so easily, and this is a very good level 5. Destroys dark monsters easily. No, destroys non-dark monsters easily, so destroys almost anything. Black Rose Dragon. This can help out a lot too. It's just a 2400 beater for most of the time, but you can use its effect. Naturia Beast, Barkion, and Landois. Landois is, I'm thinking of taking it out for something else, but I mean Landois is really useful sometimes because you can just negate those effects, but Barkion and Beast are just amazing. Naturia Barkion,
that's what the Barkion looks like. It's hard to see what it looks like in Ghost.
No, Barkion. I have the Ghost Rare Barkion, but anyways. So Beast, with Xian on the field, basically includes a complete lockdown of spells and traps, as well as Great Shogun Xian and Legendary 6 Samurai Xian complete lockdown of traps. It's very cool. So, and Barkion negates traps, Beast negates spells, and Landois negates effects. So, pretty cool. Those 3 are pretty cool cards. And then we have Scrap Dragon, which is just a staple in most decks. Very good card. When I do get it out, I basically win. Because you can send cards that you control, so spells and traps. Colossal Fighter, another very good card and very underrated. This card gains 100 attack for every warrior type monster in any graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 warrior type monster from either player's graveyard. Really broken. Like you can special summon your Xian after that. So it's a very good card.
Xyz.
So now for the Xyz. Shadow of the Six Samurai Xian. I don't know. I wouldn't say to like man any more than one. Even one is a bit much. I never use this guy. Like if I do use him, it's if I'm ready to go for an OTK, and that doesn't happen very often. So yes, Shadow of the Six Samurai Xian, best comboed with Kageki because then you can boost him up to 35 with his effect. Maestroke, it's a very good card. Just set. Utopia's won me countless games because of the negate attack. It can protect this Great Shogun Xian or the Legendary Six Samurai Xian a lot.
Utopia. It sounds like Utopia when I keep thinking about it. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Zenmain's an amazing card.
In the promo.
I don't know why it still says it's $39 here because the tin costs less than $39, but it's still an insane card, and it should be in every deck. Number 30, Acid Golem. This guy is just really good. 3000 beater is always good, and I've won many games with him too. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. I run him in almost every deck, so he's really staple. And Mizurithim, the String Gen. I tried this guy out and he did really well. He's just a really good defensive wall because when your opponent attacks him, he becomes 3000. So for the side deck, I've just got Advisor. Advisor can be good against dragons or Dark Worlds and stuff. It can just completely lock them down. 2 Cyber Dragons against, what do you call that deck?
Different art?
Yeah, against machines. Thunder King Ryo, I play 2, just heroes and other stuff. Dimensional Fissure for dragons. I should probably take that out since dragons aren't as good. Spirit Reaper to just kind of slow down the second game. Grand Mole, you can play the Grand Mole game with your opponent. It's very fun. And double the 2 extra MSTs if your opponent plays heavy back row. So if you like this deck is extremely consistent. This deck can use so well. I've lost like 2 games out of 20 with this deck on Dueling Network, and I'm not going to stop using this. This is going to be the deck of the format, in my opinion, and I say you check it out. It's very cheap, very good, and other than the asceticisms and Legendary Six Samurai Xian, which I can't find here for some reason, it's a very cheap budget deck that works really well. So leave in the comments below what you think of this deck, and hopefully you guys can check it out. And leave in the comments below anything I can do to improve it, but I think it's a pretty good deck overall.
Yeah,
so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Oh, and remember to subscribe and like.